motorsport pivots to a new agile 50-50 hybrid era, the math has changed. Backed by Toyota Gazoo Racing's engineering scale, Ayao Komatsu and his TGR Haas F1 team are here to create a winning formula. Hi, Ayao.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is an incredible place. You're an engineer-led team principal with a PhD in vehicle dynamics. It is pretty remarkable. And with the regulation changes that have come into effect, it almost feels like this has worked out very nicely in the favor of the team.
You know, this regulation change, the biggest regulation change I've experienced. I've been doing Formula One for 23 years. You know, sometimes we change on the aerodynamic side or chassis side. Sometimes we change on the power unit side. But never I experienced changes both at the same time. So it was a huge, huge challenge.
The 2026 car updates introduce active aero to dynamically adjust wing angles for maximum speed, followed by a boost button that allows drivers to deploy custom power unit profiles on demand. The new overtake mode grants an extra 0.5 megajoules of energy to training drivers, while automated recharge maps manage energy recovery to keep the power unit primed for the next attack.
No, it's definitely not tailor-made for us, but I honestly, with the size of the challenge, I expected a lot tougher start to the season, but it's just a huge credit to everyone in the team.
You talk so much about the people, but coming in from the Toyota side of things with people, pipeline and product, that seems to fit so well together in terms of a framework for the organization.
Formula One is an amazingly competitive international environment, and then that's the best environment, I believe, to grow people. So the core of our partnership, yes, it's a technical partnership. We're doing lots of engineering together, of course, but at the very heart of it is really to develop human beings, the people, who can basically perform to their individual best, because everybody's got different strengths and weaknesses and different capacities.
We're so early into the season, and yet we're seeing the culmination of all of that. The fruition is coming to birth. It's really quite remarkable.
The result is not something you can control. There's no point stressing about it. I believe that you should really focus on what you can control, which is your process, how you approach the tasks in front of you, right? We got to get best out of everyone. Actually, we need to make 1 + 1 more than 2. In order to do that, people cannot be afraid of failure. You know, I said everyone needs to put their opinion on the table. Doesn't matter if I don't agree.
This is a beautiful bird's eye view that we've got here. But tell me a little bit more about the magic that happens here, because obviously with so many people working around each other, teamwork must really be precise.
Teamwork is so important, but also the workflow. You know, at the moment we're still trying to improve it, but how the parts come through the door, the order of the assembly, how it goes out of the door. There's the stores actually behind that wall, then the sub-assembly shop there, composite shop down there. So all that workflow needs to come together, and then this would be where the finishing products are made. So all that is very, very important.
What keeps the love going for you?
Well, yeah, just the improvements, and also like people ask me what's the sort of like happiest moment when I do this job. Like if we have a good qualifying or good race, and I can hear my people, like mechanics, engineers in the garage celebrating, right? Then when I turn around from pit wall and see those guys hugging each other celebrating, that really is an amazing moment.